This has been an interesting season. Hi, your local dragon lady here. It's the end of the March dueling season on Duel Links, and I wanted to challenge myself. I said, hey, I'm going to try to get to King of Games using the Ultimate Dragon skill. I criticized it back in January. I didn't quite do it in February because I didn't play enough. On the last day, I did do the King of Games rush. I went from Legend rank 2 up to Legend 5 in like just in a span of like 2 or 3 hours, but the season ended while I was in a duel, so I couldn't quite get to King of Games, although I got to that duel a couple of times if I won King of Games. So yes, Blue Eyes and Ultimate Dragons is still relevant. It is a tier 1 deck. You can definitely get to King of Games with it. However, that challenge kind of frustrated me this season. So like, you will notice that yes, I did get the King of Games, but it wasn't with the Ultimate Dragon skill. Essentially what happened, I got hard stuck at Legend 5 for basically the entire month. I flew through the ranks no problem. I would get to Legend 4, perfect. Got my ding to go to Legend 5. Got a difficult matchup, but I won. So the algorithm theory, I still think that's true. I can't quite prove it, but it's sticking. I think there's something there. But I would play a few games, I would keep winning, keep losing. I bounced down to Legend 4, Legend 5. On occasion I got demoted to Legend 3, but I got back to Legend 5. And it's been going back and forth between 5 and 4 all month. Until about last week sometime, I said to myself, you know what? This isn't working. I'm getting far too frustrated. So what I did is I went to my alternate evolution build. I made a few small tweaks, and bam, I won 5 games in a row. King of Games. So is it the deck? Is it the skill? I don't know, because in my opinion, the Ultimate Dragon skill is primarily good if you're going for the OTK move. Or if you're trying to get over a beat stick that your opponent has as like 4,000 attacks, such as the in Luna Lights, the Cat Saber Dancer. The only way you can really beat over that is if you summon a Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and kill that monster, so, which I've done, but other than that, I haven't really done the whole, you know, banish your Blue Eyes Fusion and go in for the OTK all that often. Almost every Blue Eyes mirror match I had was also using the Ultimate Dragon skill, but remember, what I said in January is the primary weakness with that skill is those Blue Eyes Fusion monsters don't have any protections. The closest would be the Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, with the fact it cannot be destroyed by battle. Other than that, if my opponent use up their resources to get a Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I have either a Karma Cut or a Regeki Break set, that card is gone. And I can't count the number of times I've done that to my opponents, and when I'm playing the skill, I'm being extra cautious. I'm not going to get that dragon out if I see my opponent has a back row. So yes, I'm just going to leap into the deck that I used right now for alternate evolution, and it's almost identical to what I used in January. I used the Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, I used the Glow Up Bulb. Excellent card. I don't see anyone else use it. It's a 1-card synchro. The 3 eggs, 1 Dragon Spirit of White, my 3 sages with eyes of blue, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, cards of constants. Yes, I still hate this card, but you need it. Ancient Rules. It's really good when you correspond it with the Dragon Spirit of White. Get rid of a back row card. 1 Raigeki Break, because I was able to get 3 karma cuts. And if you can't get 3 karma cuts, use them, because it banishes the monster on the field and the rest that are in the graveyard. And this is devastating to mirror matches, because how many times have my opponent had their Blue Eyes cards in the graveyard, including the Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, because remember, its name becomes Blue Eyes White Dragon, and once they get a regular on the field, you banish the whole set, and your opponent has nothing to work with, because the deck dies if it does not have its dragons. Extra deck, the Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. To me, it's just, you don't need to use Ultimate Dragons to use this card. You don't need Polymerization. And as long as you got enough life points to spare, even with large beat sticks, you can slam into that monster and banish it, take the damage, and you got rid of your opponent's strongest monster. I've done this, and it's really useful. So no, you don't need Ultimate Dragons to do this. 2 Blue Eye Spirit Dragons, good Graveyard Negation. You can swap it out for an Azure Eyes right there, so you can protect your dragons and revive in your standby phase. Vermilion Dragon Mech, pop a front row or back row. The Heretic Sun Dragon. Man, this card is gorgeous. I love it. You just tribute monsters from your hand and or field, destroy cards. And the number 68 for the Luna Lights. That's really what it's for. Get in defense, activate the effect, and none of the monsters can be special summoned from the graveyard. So yeah, whenever I use this card, Luna Lights, they tend to just surrender because there's nothing they can do. So yep, hard stuck on Legend 5 for way too long. I switched to this deck with the minor tweaks of karma cuts. Bam, I get the King of Games, no problem. So I don't know if it's because that I'm more comfortable with this deck. To me, it's more versatile. You can do a lot more with it because getting a Blue Eyes to the field is so easy, and you can just turn it into a Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon and pop a card. It's a free pop. What can I say? And of course, you can summon your Bulb or your Stone, Egg, sink off, banish the Egg, put a Blue Eyes, that Blue Eyes alt that you just transformed back into your hand, and then you can get it back onto the field, providing you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. So that's twice you can use the effect in one turn with that skill. So I found that to be more useful than Ultimate Dragon. So anyway, what did I use for the Blue Eyes the Ultimate Dragons? Okay, well, let's head over to the deck and let's see what I've done. So this is the deck that I've made that incorporates the Ultimate Dragon skill. 1 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, you reveal to special summon him and pop 1 card, very useful. 3 eggs, summons a Blue Eyes from your deck during your end phase, and 1 Dragon Spirit of White. You only need 1 because you do draw into it a lot with the draw power in this deck, and it gets rid of a back row, very nice. 3 Sacred Odds of Blue, you normal summon it to get an egg from your deck to your hand. Also, if you discard this card and target an effect monster in the field, you can summon a Blue Eyes from your deck. Very handy, especially with the Dragon Spirit of White, because that counts as a Blue Eyes card. 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, very standard. 3 Cards of Consonance, again, it's a card that I love to hate. If you get too many of these in your hand, it can be very bricky. There's very little you can do. Despite me having 6 ways to get an egg into my hand. I've had games where this card really screwed me over. 1 Silver's Cry. This is very strange. I did have a Whitestone of the Legends in this, because once the Whitestone Legend hits the graveyard, it puts a Blue Eyes from your deck to your hand, which is great for Ultimate Dragons. But I found that was a little too much, primarily because with the draw power and the melody of Awakening Dragon, you're going to get your Blue Eyes cards into your hand pretty quickly. So I thought, nah, I don't really need any more means to search out a Blue Eyes to add to my hand. Silver's Cry is useful. I replaced the egg with Silver's Cry because numerous times I always use Dragon Spirit of White. It's always in my hand. Always. It's like glue. It just sticks to my fingers. So I will use that as discard fodder for cost for my other cards. And if I use the Silver's Cry to revive it, it allows me to banish a back row. So that's happened numerous times. Silver's Cry, I think, is a really good card if you're using Ultimate Dragon skill, especially when you're using Dragon Spirit of White as discard. And of course, once the Dragon Spirit of White is gone back to the grave, you can revive it in your next turn by using the Azori's Silver Dragon. Melody of Awakening Dragon, you add your Blue Eyes and your Blue Eyes ult to your hand. 2 Raigeki breaks, get rid of front row or back row, and 2 Karma Cut. They all have discard costs, so you can use your eggs for that, Dragon Spirit of White, and to a lesser extent, if you have to, you can use like a Blue Eyes White Dragon, because again, you got this Silver's Cry. Now, for the extra deck, Ultimate Dragons is already going to put a Blue Eyes Twin Burst, Blue Eyes Ultimate, and a Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I added another Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon anyway, because it's really good removal. And besides, if you want to use the effect of the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, you do have to banish Blue Eyes Fusion cards. So that just adds, you know, gives you more options, just adds more to your extra deck. 2 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragons. It's very easy to summon, and it's a back row negation. You can't get 2 of them out, and you can tag it out for the Azori's Silver Dragon. Protects your dragons, and you can revive a Blue Eyes card from your grave, including the Dragon Spirit of White. Vermilion Dragon Mech, what can I say? It's a staple. You gotta have it. Spend your gems to get this if you're playing Blue Eyes. You just have to. The Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord of Helophilios, if that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, I use this guy many times. You overlay 2 level 8s, and you can tribute monsters from your hand or your grave and destroy the same amount of cards in your opponent's side of the field. And number 68. The best deck to use this card against would be Luna Lights. Luna Lights don't be played as much anymore, and I think it's because of this card. But once you get this card out, activate it, you basically turn off the Luna Light deck. So it is crazy. So every time I get this out, usually the Luna Light duelists will quit. So yes, the deck is fine, and many people get to King of Games with Ultimate Dragons, I'm sure, but I just did way better for the final stretch with my usual deck incorporating the alternate evolution skill. Will I continue to try to get King of Games with Ultimate Dragons? I don't know. Maybe for kicks. Maybe I'll give it one more shot. Probably what I will do is I will take my current build using the alternate evolution and just change the skill to Ultimate Dragons, because cards like Ancient Rules is really handy to get a card out like your Dragon Spirit of White or Blue Eyes White Dragon, you know, if you're going to go for the fusion. But I think that's what I will do. I love this build. It's very versatile. I'm only going to be able to have, you know, 1 Blue Eyes Alternate White Dragon, but that's okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do for the new season, is use this build, but just change the skill over to Ultimate Dragons and go from there. Now, will I be more successful? I don't know. Maybe I was just getting bad hands, bad matchups. I don't know, but I'll probably try it one more time. And if I do keep getting hard stuck, I'm just going to have to admit it, that Ultimate Dragons is not the skill for me. Blue Eyes Ult is just, you know, is just how I do my strategies. You know, I just like versatility. I like options. Ultimate Dragons is more of a one-trick pony. But that's just me. What do you all think? Have any of you had better success with the Ultimate Dragon skills? Let me know in the comments below. But as always, remember to be a good sport. Play the game, not the fame. Bye!